now we are.
Okay.
Does it have time running on it up there?
I think so. It's hard to see. I think it does.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Christian County traffic, Cherokee 5898 Victor is inbound for landing. Be entering a long left base for runway 26.
We'll give a little bit of left rudder here, not much, just to do my left turn.
Christian County traffic, Cherokee 5898 Victor is left base for runway 26. For runway 27, Honeybird.
You feel it kicking around?
Little bit, not much. Very little. That's kind of the normal taking off that I feel.
Downwind for runway 27, Honeybird. Portland traffic, Skyline 5874 Bravo.
Sturgis traffic, Cessna 19 kilos off runway 19, going to be departing to the north. Sturgis. We're climbing at 500 feet per minute.
County,
I'm actually at 80 knots.
Final approach, runway 26.
Normal climb out is 70 knots. No point working it to death though. I'm not in a hurry.
So you push your fuel in to slow it down?
To slow it? Yeah, pull it out to slow it down.
Oh, okay.
But speed is actually more controlled by this. I pitch up.
I see it.
See it slowing down?
Yeah.
And he'll want you climbing out right at 70. He'll say up, 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 up. Right there. See, we're climbing real good. We got good thick air. That's like 700 feet a minute. Look how high we are above the airport already.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is level off, trim it out, and I'm not going to adjust my throttle until my speed picks up, which it's doing. I just learned this one last night. That's why I watched that stuff.
And Honeybird traffic, Skyhawk 906 Beck is turning base for runway 27, Honeybird.
Now pull back to about 2400.
That's that one? That one, my bad.
And Honeybird traffic, Skyhawk 906 Beck is turning final for runway 27, Honeybird.
It is really smooth up here.
Traffic, Skyline 5874 Bravo is 9 miles to the west, descending through 2,300 feet inbound from Portland. Metropolis traffic, Tower 1179, Echo is 1 mile north. We'll be flying a left downwind for
All kinds of fields over there without no power lines.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about looking. Do not anticipate the day we ever have to do that, but...
Yeah, but there's still lots of them. Go ahead and climb up a little, see what's up here. Seeing how there's nobody at the airport, we can stay close to it.
Right.
What time is it? Oh, it's about sunset time.
Yep.
Yep, I'd be afraid I might lose my horizon completely.
With all this dreary, yeah.
Yeah.
Outlaw traffic, Cherokee 2277 Delta is about 7 to the south. Inbound 1500 Outlaw.
Is this one recording? As a matter of fact, it is.
Traffic, Skyhawk 906 Beck is turning crosswind for runway 27.
And so is that one back there. Where's the hospital? Right under us. Right down over here.
Yeah, I was going to say there's the tower over there.
Yeah.
And Honeyberg traffic, Skyhawk 906 Beck is turning downwind for runway 27 Honeyberg. Metropolis traffic, September 79 Echo, turning left base, 36 Metropolis.
That is a 30-degree bank.
Wow. So not a problem when you do it.
There is a 45.
Woo!
We are 100 knots in the air, about 105 knots, and 86 knots on the ground. So we're getting about a 20-knot headwind.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that backwards for a minute.
Yep, if it gave us extra ground speed, then it's a tailwind.
Right.
But right now, even though we're doing 100 in the air, we're only doing 83 on the ground. That's about 17 knots. That's about what it predicted. It predicted 14.
Not a bumpy wind, though.
No, that's what I said. Winds aloft usually aren't that bad.
And Honeyberg traffic.
I flew in 20-something, like 25 knots, going down to Alabama my first time.
Right.
Yeah, I was showing 65 knots on the ground.
Outlaw traffic.
Took over 3 hours to get there.
77 Delta
Wow.
maneuvering for a 4-mile final. 3-5 Outlaw.
That's where you got to watch your fuel and stuff.
Right. It's still shorter than driving.
Yeah.
I mean, more in fuel when you do that, but...
And we're going that fast because I was running 2,600 RPM. Let's go back down to 2,400. There we go. Cruising along at 2,000 feet. Let's go back out over into this area over here. There goes your mints.
What? Oh, mints. I've got one in my pocket. Stick it in
Outlaw
there.
traffic 77 Delta final 3-5 Outlaw.
Okay. Yeah, it's telling me we're close to the airport. We need to be descending.
Right.
All right, everything seems to be running really good. All right, got your feet on the rudders?
I do.
Okay, your plane. That's when you say,
Okay.
my plane,
My plane.
your plane. There
Got
you go.
it.
You always repeat it back and forth.
Gotcha.
Cruising along just fine. You're at 2,800 right now. Don't go below 2,800. I mean 1,800, my bad.
Okay.
Give it just a wee bit of right rudder. There you go. Okay. Pull back just a little. We're going to get some of that altitude back because you're coming down.
Got it.
Just hold it right there. It'll start, it's coming up. Turn a little bit left. fly by your horizon out there. Don't worry about your instruments in here right now. You're just getting a feel for a plane. Turn a little bit left. Just, yeah, turn your, use your, yeah.
This is Skyhawk 7367 Alpha. I'm
There you go, turn a little more.
3 miles.
Push your nose down just a little. You pulled up. There you go. I'm not going to let you do anything drastic. You're in about a 5-degree bank at the most. Put your nose down a little. There you go. If we're losing altitude, I can just give you a little power and up as he starts coming.
Gotcha.
Level off a little bit. Put your nose down some. Your nose is coming up. You can always glance at this, and you see that dot in the center?
Right.
Put it right on the black and blue line. Right now it's just barely high. Put it down a little so you see it. See where it is?
Yeah.
That's where you want it. And you'll learn what that looks like on the outside too. Alright, turn to the right and push forward on your nose a little because you pulled up. There you go, just look at your horizon. Don't be nervous. Little bit of right rudder, there you go. Doing great. I'm only going to make you do this a little bit at a time so you get used to it. Starting to see how your gauges work now?
Yep.
You're at about a 15-degree bank. Really good.
West River traffic, Skyhawk 76.
My feet are completely off the rudders now, so you have the rudders.
Runway 20.
I've got them about a half-inch off of it, but...
Yeah.
All right, level off a little bit. Bring it all the way to level. There you go. Doing good, right there. We're tilting left a little, so go back to the right a little. There you go. It's just a constant correction.
Right.
It'll always go one way or the other, just a little out over time. You're holding real good. You're almost at 2,000 feet, so it's good.
Trying not to look at the gauges as much.
Yeah, you just glance at them. It's a lot harder to look at them at night. You are climbing just a little bit. There you go. Turn to the right.
River. West River traffic.
A little bit of right rudder.
On left is down.
Little more.
Runway 20.
Little more. There you go. Now just hold it in that kind of bank right there. Turn it left just a little. There you go. That's how you keep it from overbanking.
67 Alpha, left space for runway 20, turning final.
Sturgis traffic, Cessna 19 Kilo is going to be maneuvering about 2 miles east of the airport. Sturgis. Doing real good. You're in a almost 20-degree bank there.
Really? I was going to say.
Yeah. All right, straighten it up. There you go. Straight and level flight. Look how easy that is. Don't grip real hard. Just have real light touch. Real light touch. Little bit of right rudder. There you go. You can't see the bubble. That's why I'm telling you.
Gotcha.
Doing awesome.
Now that I know what some of the gauges are, it makes it a little bit easier.
Yep. straight and level flight actually teaches you quite a bit. You don't have to get stressed out that way.
Right.
You're barely climbing right now. There you go. And you're turning left just a little. There you go. You basically pick out some lights in the distance. Whoop.
Gotcha.
Hey, our video fell. Huh, wasn't that funny?
At least this way we can take over when we're going places.
Right. Fly towards those two yellow lights up there. See them over there?
Okay, yeah.
Yep, turn a little bit right. You're holding real good at 2,000 feet, by the way. There you go. Get a little view of what you're seeing there. I know there's the one back there, but it's like, yay, look out there.
Climbing.
You're doing really good. You're still at 2,000. All right, start turning left. Push down a little. Just push forward a little. There you go.
Got it.
Now that's enough bank right there. That's really good. That's 20 degrees. I'm going to hook this back on here so I don't have to do that. There we go. Take me to that side of the airport over there.
All right.
Now you just did a change from a tailwind to a headwind. Did you even feel it? Wasn't much at all, was it?
No.
Just fly by the seat of your pants and you got it. Gotta remember, this is your artificial horizon. That's the real animal out there.
Right.
Doing really good. That's a very confident turn. I like that. Little right rudder, by the way. We'll back off your throttle just a touch. A little more right rudder. There you go. Are you less nervous than the other time?
Yeah.
Good. You're doing just fine. You're maintaining right out 2,000 feet. That's what most people can't do is maintain altitude good. You're doing very well.
Well, it's like you can kind of see the horizon go up and down.
Of course you can. You figure out what thickness between the horizon and the nose of the plane works and just kind of stay at that.
Right.
But you get a feel for it. Yeah, you have to make yourself quit gripping it a lot.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to turn our GPS off here in a minute. That'll turn our lights off, though. That would kill our video, so we don't really want to do that. I think it would. No, you can still barely see us.
Yeah. I felt that.
Oh, a little thing of air?
Yeah.
No, I didn't feel it. Little bitty right rudder. You'll always kind of keep a little bit of the weight of your foot on that right rudder, just a little bit.
What does that do? Turn you?
Yeah, it turns wiggles your tail.
Gotcha.
Right now we were flying like this a little, and when you give it right rudder, it straightens us up.
Okay, and that's that ball I can't see, right?
That's the ball you can't see. It's the one right over here.
Okay.
And I can see where it's at. Okay. You ready for me to land it?
Yep.
Okay, my plane.
Your plane.
There you go. I'm going to lose some altitude here. Hear that wind?
Mm-hmm.
Because of our speed, we're getting up to like 110 knots.
Oh, wow. Because we're going down, we're going faster.
That is correct. I want to enter the pattern at pattern altitude. You don't want to be descending into the pattern. That's when you come down on top of planes and stuff. So you always tell yourself, enter at pattern altitude. We're looking right at about 1,200 feet is pattern altitude. I think it's 1,247, something like that.
Okay.
I do 1,200. What we're doing is we're coming in on a 45-degree angle to the downwind. And we're having to turn it hard to hit it here, though. And there I'm at 1,400. And I needed a little right rudder. Okay. Sturgis traffic, Cessna 19 kilos on a downwind, runway 19, Sturgis. Now we're on a downwind. Go ahead and hit my landing light. I'm going to kill my thing. Oh, my phone stopped anyway. Alright. Landing light on. Lost a little altitude, so I'm going to pull up a little. And I got to slow way down.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll leave it down there.
Moving down traffic, Cessna 4277, uniform 10 to the south, inbound landing 23.
Here comes my first notch flaps. And I'm way out here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it and go to my second. I'll go about halfway, actually. I'm going to trim this for 70. So. Sturgis traffic, Cessna 19 kilos, turning left base, runway 19, Sturgis. Our runway lights are liable to turn off here in a minute. Now I know that's a north-south airport, so base, a good base is when I'm flying straight west, so I'm watching for this to come to west.
Okay.
So now I'm on a good base at 70, I'm descending pretty good at about 400 or 500 feet per minute. No more than a 30-degree bank in the pattern. And we'll start turning for our base. Sturgis traffic, Cessna 19 kilos, going to be turning left base, turning final, runway 19, Sturgis. Not bad. And I did turn a little early, because I was actually doing this one really proper. I'm used to doing that just tight circle, because I'm in closer.
Right.
This one I did it out at the distance I'm supposed to do it.
There's not a pappy on this end, is there?
There should have been.
I don't see it.
It ain't on.
Sturgis Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation 2-3-1-2 Zulu weather wind 2-0-0 at 4 visibility 1-0-1-1,000 scattered temperature
200 at 4. Coming slightly off my right. It'll fly itself to the runway actually.
Wow.
And when I get about this close, I just barely pull back just a little and just fly it. Turn my throttle down. See how easy she set down?
Wow. That's crazy.
Flaps up. We'll do one more.
Okay.
Sturgis traffic, Cessna 19 kilos on a touch and go, remaining in the pattern for 19, Sturgis. Do what?
It looks like the taking off's much easier than landing when you do the touch and go.
Yeah.
They're both complicated in their own right.
Yeah. You'll learn not to be nervous about any of them. I always get bumped. When I take off, I always feel bumpy right out here on the end of the runway. Need to be at least 500 feet above the ground before we turn, which here is about 800, 850, something like that. My landing light back off for a second. We will eventually buy a stronger alternator so it can handle more electronics in here. Yeah, the Pappy's on this end.
Yeah.
Berryville area traffic, Saberliner 117, Juliet Whiskey. We're about 15 miles to the east. We'll be landing on runway 20.
Sturgis traffic, Cessna 19 Kilo is going to be on a downwind, runway 19, Sturgis. Keep my speed down here.
Are we a little high?
A little bit. Now my speed hit the white arc. I'm going to come down to my first notch. I'm trimmed for 80 right now, and it's holding right on 80. All right, this is about where I go ahead. Pull that down to about 2,000. I drop about another half notch, and then trim it out for 70. And I'll go ahead and turn my base now. Sturgis traffic, Cessna 19 Kilo is going to be turning left base, runway 19, Sturgis. Feel my throttle back. Usually he'll probably have you come down to 1,500 right away, because it will fly at 2,000 forever.
Gotcha.
And see, right now I'm coming down a little fast, so I just pull back a little. I'm trimming for 70. It feels too slow. There's my lights going off. Now they're back on.
Two more traffic.
Looking good. Still a little bit fast. I'm at about 75 knots there. Go ahead and turn my landing light on. Sturgis traffic, Cessna 19 Kilo is going to be turning left final, runway 19, Sturgis. And we're just going to fly it to the runway. Give it a little more flaps now.
Two, 3, 1, 7, Zulu, weather, wind, 200 at 4, visibility.
Still 200 at 4. Coming in really good, not a bad approach. I'm a little bit crooked. I'm at 65 knots right now. I'll give it a little more flap. Now you're looking down the runway. Don't try to look at the ground. Look like up towards those white stripes up there.
Okay.
Or even further, like the yellow. And you just want to try keeping it level. And then pull it back so it doesn't come down fast. How's that for pretty?
Yep.
Easy stuff.
Right.
Well, eventually it is.
Yeah. For you, maybe.
Yeah, once it gets easy, when you first do it, it's thrilling. Once you get comfortable with it, it becomes easy, then it becomes enjoyable. Trust me, I liked the thrill just as much, too. It would get my heart racing. I would come home pumped. I mean, my adrenaline would still be flowing.
Right.
You're going to do just fine, though. You fly more level and maintain altitude better than I did when I started.
I think it might have to be do with me being in here more, though.
Yeah, I think. I went straight from not flying in many, 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 many years to taking the controls 10 feet off the ground.
Right. That would probably still freak me out a little.
Sturgis traffic, Cessna 19 Kilo is clear of the runway. Sturgis. Yeah, we got to get more GoPros.
Yep. I like some of the views out from the wing looking in.
Yep. What'd we do, 2 landings?
Yes. Our hangar's getting full.
Yep.
Christian County traffic. Bravo. 2,800 feet inbound.